On 6 days work may be done, but on the 7th day you shall have a Shabbat of complete rest, holy to Yah. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death. You shall kindle no fire throughout your settlements on the Sabbath day. This command carries the death penalty, and it appears about 20 times in the Torah. But are you aware that nowhere in the Torah, the 5 books of Moses, is any clue on how to define the word work? What does it include and exclude? Do we just read the book and decide what it means, each man for himself? I am not supposed to misinterpret the Torah, but if something is ambiguous, then it's going to be easy for me to misinterpret it. One cannot observe the Sabbath without Ora Mesorah. Now, what is Ora Mesorah? Let me define it again, in case you've forgotten the meaning from the first video. The Hebrew word Mesorah or Mesoret popularly translates into English as tradition, which is not accurate. The word Mesorah or Mesoret actually means to pass or to transmit. The text we just read says that on 6 days work may be done, but on the 7th day you shall have a Shabbat of complete rest, which is holy to Yah. Whoever does any work on it shall be put to death. Capital punishment. It goes to say that you shall kindle no fire throughout your settlements on the Sabbath day. In the Hebrew Bible, the word malachah that Moshe uses here does not mean work. The Hebrew language has 2 words for work, avodah and malachah. Avodah is the general term meaning work. Malachah comes from the word malach, which is angel or messenger. Why did Moshe not say don't do any avodah on the Shabbat, but rather use the word malachah? The instruction does not say don't do avodah. If it says that, we will all know what that is. It says don't do malachah. If I'm going to be put to death for doing malachah, I better know what malachah is. There is not a single place in the whole Torah, the 5 books of Moses, that defines for us malachah. Yes, we read in the book of Nehemiah and Ezra that they refused to buy and sell on the Shabbat. But where is that in the 5 books of Moshe? The Torah specifically mentions 2 malachot, kindling a fire and carrying. But can anyone show me where it says in the Torah, don't buy and sell on the Shabbat? If it's not written in the 5 books of Moses, then where did Nehemiah and Ezra get that from? Why will God give us a commandment and judge us according to this commandment if it's not clear in the Torah of Moses? Well, because the people understood what malachah is. It was passed down to them orally. That is why I keep saying, culture before text. Imagine you get to know you are Hebrew. You accept it. You reach for your Torah and you start reading. Then you get to the place where it says you should do no malachah on the Shabbat. It's a capital punishment if you do. You have till the next Sabbath to find out what work includes and excludes. Jeez. You read and it doesn't define it anywhere. Someone says you can't buy or sell on the Shabbat. Okay, you say, show me in the 5 books of Moses. Oh, it's not in there. It's in Nehemiah and Ezra. Well, wait a second. Moses refused or forgot to write that himself? What is going on here? Always remember this. Text without culture is just scribble of ink on paper. The culture is what makes the text meaningful. Culture before text. Okay, so I'll leave you with a little homework. Can anyone show me in the 5 books of Moshe what we call the Torah, what we call the law that Moshe gave to us, where it says, you shall not sell or buy on the Shabbat? If it's not in there, where did Nehemiah get that instruction